Ouch.
Well, that's going to happen a lot. Gentlemen, welcome back to our channel. My name is Striker.
My name is Luba.
And our channel is about dating in Ukraine and avoiding a lot of the trouble that a lot of guys get into by giving you guys the truth. Now, here's some truths for you. So we get a lot of guys messaging us, and we even have Skype calls with guys that are black or Asian or even Indian that are living in the United States or some other country like that. And it always is the question is, will they have the same chance as somebody who is not black, Indian or Asian? So Luba, what's the answer to this burning question that people want to know so much?
It can be a little bit more difficult, and I always say that. And the difference is not because like people here are racist. It's not about that. It's because of our mentality from USSR. Mostly, like the lady that you're gonna meet and her parents, because in USSR there were no black people. There were not, like, it was like America were closed for us. Nobody knows what is that. It was like a dream, but nobody actually knew about that. So you will deal with the parents for sure. Like if you meet a lady, actually the girl can be more open-minded, because nowadays we have a lot of universities, and in university there's like all kind of like ethnic groups, all kinds of people, different, and a lot of girls are dating these kind of guys like when they study together, because of course it's more about your personality, it's more about your charisma. Recently I've been working with, I told you, with one of the guys. He was older guy and he was looking for older ladies, so he was not looking to have kids. That is another point that you have to think about. And so he was extremely positive, absolutely like fantastic, charismatic. He was a dancer, and you know, really, like this lady, she didn't even see the difference. Like for her it was like just wow man, I would call it this way. So it all depends on you, and like it can be more difficult. And also what I can tell from my experience, that a lot of guys are coming on the groups, like they want to come with somebody, they think it's like good if they, you know, do it together like with a big group. But the answer for that is not really. If you're from a different ethnic group, you have to be on more individual approach.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, because not all ladies are going to be open to dating you know, a black guy, Indian guy, Asian guy or whatever. So there's no point in going somewhere where that's not going to happen. It can be said for many characteristics, whether it's age or anything like that. But so what you need to do is you need to find the ladies that are open to it and date those ladies.
Right, you need to find like a matchmaker, and with our course we provide the contact of the agencies that are small and they don't have like heaps of guys coming at the same time. So they will individually interview you, talk to you, make sure that they know what you're looking for, who you are, where you live, and etc. And they will interview the girls, and like while they interview the girls that come into their agency, they ask them. And one of our partners, she even said like they work with Japan. And of course there's like, she said about like 20% of the girls who are coming to the agency willing to date Japanese guys, but you need to ask, because they, like, a lot of guys are coming from there, they like partners with some of the agencies there. So when the girl come, they interview her and they put the tick box like that, yes, the girl is open for this relationship. And I asked her to do that the same about the black guys and Indian guys, and everybody support that, because there are some girls who really, they don't care, some girls who understand according to her family, according to everything, that she will not be able, like there gonna be no relationship, and you don't want to fall in love with somebody who will actually be not, she will not be able to be with you. So you just, like, if you're from a different ethnic group, you need to more individual approach. You need to find a manager, matchmaker, person with a good experience. This is an important point, who will be willing to help you and who knows girls very well. Not like sometimes when you come and you attend the event and there is like nobody knows who are these people.
Yeah, and if a lady doesn't want to date a particular ethnic group, there's nothing wrong with that, because like some guys like Asian chicks, you know, some guys like black chicks. It's just preference as well. So I've read some things online where they've said, like, you know, Ukrainian women like are racist because they won't date me because I'm a black guy. Well, look, if she doesn't like black guys, then so what? Okay, like maybe that black guy doesn't like black woman, so he wants to have a white woman. There's nothing wrong with these things, okay? You just got to find someone that's going to be open to it, and that you both have this attraction and that it works for. But one thing that Luba said before was like that the client that she had, who was a black guy, he was extremely charismatic. You know, he was an older guy who was charismatic, and Luba's told me the story before, and the ladies loved him. You know, they loved talking to him. He was joking around. He was having a good time. And sometimes, like the mentality in Ukraine can be a bit down and a bit boring. And what I've found is if you're
you
like,
need to just a little bit.
yeah, if you give them a little push in like the humor direction, then they'll go off like a firework. So, and even before I came over here, I also wondered the same sort of thing as well, because I have obviously some other descent in me. But to be honest with you, I've never had any problems with it. I've never had problems dating with women, dating women over here. I guess you don't know, like, for sure, you know what I mean? Like, maybe they saw me on Tinder and went the other way. So you don't know for sure, but I can tell you from my own experience that I've never had any problem at all.
But you know, also like it's again about the expectation. Like you never like date a lady who is like 20, you know, like very young. And unfortunately, what I see, and like correct me if I'm wrong, but everybody with whom I've been, basically most of the guys with whom I've been working before, nowadays we got more like realistic guys, because I understand that because we are real and like we tell you this information. So the guys who want to know the truth, like who like ready for any kind of truth, they join us. And my people from my previous experience, from my like previous life, I have a life before Hard Rocket and after. So they were not realistic. So the guy with the different like from the different ethnic group, he was like really looking for a giant. Like there was even more not realistic than other guys. He wanted giant age difference. They want like hot model, and of course like it's a classic of then when the black guy has a like super model like blonde. But Striker just recently did a video. It's a great point. I'm actually was surprised that you like you do this video about like that guys not looking for these like big tits and big lips. It's maybe nice to look at that, but it's nothing about her heart. Like she's like narcissist. She only self like centered. She only want everything for herself. If you want to be her servant, you know, then you're welcome. But if you want to be partners, you want to have a caring lady, she should be a little bit different. And if you're realistic and you're like from a different ethnic group, you will be successful. You just need to work individually with the agency or matchmaker. You need to be realistic, and you need to find somebody who will match you.
Yeah, when it comes to race, like if you're unrealistic when it comes to age. That race doesn't come into it. So it doesn't matter whether you're white or black. If you're unrealistic looking for a 30-year age gap, the results are pretty much going to be the same, unless you can provide her with an amazing lifestyle and then she's just using you for money anyway, which I don't know, some guys want that, but I think it's a bit silly. But one thing I just want to finish on is that if you are, say, an Indian guy and you live in India, your chances are pretty much nothing really, aren't they? It's going to be very, very hard, because Ukrainian woman is going to want to move to, you know, I guess a Western country. I've never ever known of a woman to move or want to move to India. It's not saying it doesn't happen, but if you are living in India somewhere, you're going to have a pretty good lifestyle to get her
and also if, for example, you are like, no matter what ethnic group you are from, but if you're willing to move to Europe, for example, it's also will be great, because like we've been talking with one guy and he said, you know, I'm planning to move to Europe, but I don't know. And I said, you know, the lady will be super happy about that, because she actually wants to be closer to Ukraine. She wants to be closer to her family. So it's great chance. Then like no matter who you are, where you're from, what you do, you always have a chance. You just need to focus on something that will match exactly you. So, you know, we can answer these questions on our call if you wish, or send us an email and we will be happy to help you and navigate you on your journey.
Okay, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.